So hey guys, welcome to Crickcast. Welcome to another post-match podcast of this IPL. So what we saw was a match between Rajasthan and Delhi. So if you study the Indian history, a lot of part of Indian history covers the fight of the rulers placed in Delhi and the royals of Rajasthan. And today we saw a cricketing fight between Delhi and Rajasthan, in which Delhi emerged victorious because they are a star-studded side. So joining me on this panel once again is Orjunda as well as Ayan. So I'll straight away go to your guys. So quite an expected result, isn't it?
No, I would not say it was an expected result. I think Rajasthan Royals was coasting very smoothly. I think some very reckless shots played by everybody. Like Butler scoring around 14 runs. I thought that probably he was again trying a shot only, so he could have played it defensively. Similarly, Uthappa had a great chance to redeem his form. I think he could have stayed quietly, but there was one over of this last over which Deshpande bowled.
And
So
both
they
of
could
them
have
had a
taken.
terrible IPL. Both Uthappa and Butler both had a terrible IPL.
So I think they messed it up actually. So if you see losing by 10 runs, 13 runs is just three hits. So even Butler for that matter, I felt that Butler played that shot too early, so he could have just restrained himself. Having said that, some great fast bowling. So I think I don't know how many of you have played cricket or have played cricket in that net which is there in most of the malls. If you see the ball which is coming at 135, 140, 40 at normal level, you will not be able to see the ball actually.
Yeah.
If that's somebody bowling at 155 speed and that too consistently, I think it is extremely difficult, and you need somebody who is skillful. Okay, so I think I was hearing both Hindi and English commentary. Gavaskar was saying that however good you are a batsman, however good striker you are, 155 plus or 150 plus is unimaginable. It is unplayable. Similarly, Jofra Archer too bowled really well. Fast bowling can be such a big art, I would say, in T20. Both these three bowlers have shown it. Archer, Norkia, and also Rabada.
But
Great skill.
Ayan,
Well, in terms of today's match, I would like to say that as I predicted, Delhi was winners going into the tournament with good form with all the players. From also they'd lost 2 wickets early at 10 runs, but I think with the way Shikhar, I think the most crucial part in today's match was I did see the most of the match, but I'd say the partnership between Shikhar Dhawan and Shreyas, the captain. I mean, the more I see Shreyas Iyer bat, more I see him play in this IPL. I feel like he's a future captain with India. Not now, but I think the way he's calm, composed, the way he was rotating the strike in his innings. If you see commentators like KP and Sunny Gavaskar also saying, like Simon Dool, like the way the calm head he was playing, not any rash shots, like got 29 out of 29, like an 100 strike rate on a slow wicket in spinners in the mid. That's a great effort by Shreyas Iyer. I mean, he did not take a single risk in the time Shikhar was playing well. So I see a great player in him. He anyways was a very high rated player, but I think this tournament has proved that under the right guidance of a coach like Ricky Ponting and with the capability and talent of Shreyas Iyer, I think you always feel in sport you have the right people and the right talent, and with the right attitude you can go at. This is what I feel with Shreyas Iyer. And I did also feel that Shikhar Dhawan, that shot we played, shouldn't have played. I think at KP criticized, he could have played. But I think if Shikhar would have stayed, they would have scored at least, he could have scored 80, 90. So 30, 40 more. But I think it's difficult if you see in IPL nowadays, the player coming, like if you're not in form, is very difficult to get away. So they restricted to 161. And with terms of Rajasthan, I did follow, like, yeah, the Arjunda was mentioning, like, many of the players play bad shots. Robin Uthappa looks very out of sort. I think he had a chance, but he couldn't. And yeah, some great bowling, because I think I mentioned in my previous podcast that Delhi, Mumbai, if you see, the reason of success is their bowlers. Noke, Rabada, Mumbai being Bolt and Bumrah, Pattinson. So I think having a good balance of these two world-class South African bowlers, it's a great advantage for them. And again, also today they showed like 160 can be defendable. Again, the side batting first had won the match. Although I feel Rajasthan should have won it, but I think Rajasthan looks out of sorts now in this tournament with many of the big players not firing. Just hadn't been in this year for them. So yeah, well played. And Delhi are the team to beat. I'll keep on mentioning Delhi and Mumbai, but Delhi are the team to beat and this
But
IPL going forward.
absolutely, but also Urjunda, a fact which we discussed in the last match also, the fact that Rishabh Pant was missing. I just read a meme that Rishabh Pant literally left Delhi middle order panting. See, one player who is not there, and he's such a hard hitter of the ball. So and Delhi has to play Rahane instead of him, and Delhi have to get a keeper instead of him. For that, an in-form Hitmaier has to sit outside. So I think the whole middle order has gone for a toss, and that got quite exposed for second match in a row, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think very importantly today, if today Rajasthan would have won the match, I would have said that the tournament would have just got wide open. Why I'm saying this is because Shreyas Iyer's injury is a very serious injury. I can make out that he's not going to be there for at least a couple of games. Just imagine Rajasthan coming back, yesterday Chennai coming back. So the next 7 matches would have been extremely crucial. And without Pant and Shreyas Iyer's leadership and his batting, there was a great chance Delhi going down very heavily in the last 7 matches. And we have seen that. We have seen RCB going down, Delhi going down in the past also. So, but I think this match at least sealed their place with 12 points in the kitty. I think if they can win only one more match in the next 6 matches, they are there in the playoffs. And I think by that time, probably Shreyas will come back or maybe Pant will come back and join the team. So, very clearly, Delhi, though they are very, very strong in their bowling, but somewhere I feel that if we have a 160, 170 kind of a score with any team for that matter, they are going to have a tough time because their batting doesn't look very, very solid. It's brittle somewhere in the middle.
Absolutely, and also I would like to ask you that the fact is the Rajasthan Royal foreign players who are playing didn't really live up to the expectation. They are not living up to the expectations also. So because they are the most underperforming foreigners, I feel, in the entire IPL.
Yes, absolutely right, Mayuk. I think if you see the players with the caliber of Rajasthan, like Butler, Smith, Stokes just came, Archer, and this three, like predominantly Karan was there. But with this three being like world class players in all the formats, and Butler and Archer being like from the World Cup winning team and doing so well, not only in white ball cricket but also in Test cricket. Remember Butler getting a century against few months back. So I think pretty much surprising with the form. I'm not blame on the pitch as well because they have played on the subcontinent in India as well. It's just like their mental mindset or they could understood cope up with the conditions here in the UAE. But strange to see. I think if you see with the example with Russell as well, he has not come into form, but he's contributing. But I thought like even if it takes like it happens in a tournament like an IPL high pressure, you may take 4 or 5, but still you have a chance. But I think it's very strange like to see this sort of players like all this Stokes, Butler, Archer, and being not be able to perform. And I think one of the major reasons of Rajasthan not doing well, I think if you see if suppose even Smith and Butler were in form, like even they had a good thing, I don't think Rajasthan would have lost so many matches because Archer was anyways doing well. So I think your top foreign 2 or 3 has to play well with the core of Indian players in the IPL. Otherwise, it will be difficult, like to have a very good IPL season. As you see with teams like Delhi, Mumbai, Nauke, Rabada with Dhawan, Shreyas, even Marcus Stoinis. So there's a combination of foreign and Indian players, which is not happening for Rajasthan, unfortunately, this year.
Absolutely. So we are not going to sleep today without predicting tomorrow's match. So tomorrow we have. There is a rumor that Chris Gayle might play for Punjab tomorrow, and Punjab will be facing RCB, and so we have got some of the big hitters of the game in both the sides, and the match is in Sharjah. So a quick prediction from both of you.
So I think RCB is on a roll. I feel that the last match's momentum they will carry in this match, and I strongly feel they are actually coming up. So in my assessment, as I had already assessed earlier, this year three teams are I think very safely there in the playoffs. At this point of time, RCB with the kind of momentum they are in, also Delhi looks class apart with their bowling. I think they are looking class apart, and of course Mumbai. So I feel RCB surely is going to win. Though the match is going to be, I think it's going to be a tough match, but in all probability RCB is going to win very easily.
Well, I think with Arjuna, what he mentioned, I agree to an extent. But I think with the last match against KKR, they got a huge momentum impetus. Although I do think that RCB are beatable, I don't feel RCB are at. I mean, with Virat and ABD, obviously, two world-class genuine champions. But I think if you compare to teams like Delhi and Mumbai, they are not that level. But their teams looks like, well, especially with the last match, with that win, they have the momentum. But I think the match in Sharjah happening. I think one thing we have seen in the Sharjah match last time, the pitch was like, again, I think toss gonna be play a crucial role. I think their pitch, they obviously gonna bat. It's not like the old Sharjah like previous two matches which happened. So I think it will be a slow pitch again, like to a score of around 160, 170. Again, backing up with a good bowling. So let's see how it pans out. I think it will be a close match. If Gale comes, anything can happen against his old side with RCB. So it's a close contest. I expect Punjab to give a good fight tomorrow. But the momentum is with RCB, especially with ABD getting a form and Virat always having touch. So and all through there, RCB bowling like Chahal and Washington Sundar doing well. The momentum is with them, but I think in T20 you just never know. So just see. We hope for a great contest tomorrow ahead. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we all will meet tomorrow at the post match podcast. So thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Urjunda. Thank you so much, Ayan, for joining. So good night to both.
Problem.
Thanks.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.